how you doing? This is one of my favorite moments of the days when I come and pick up my daughter from school and seeing how happy and how inquisitive that she's been for the day, and creating, this little tiny human being which is just forming and having full of ideas. So but it's gonna take another 5 minutes or so before that she's getting out, so I have some time, and I want to share with you a little bit of what happened in the past months, because I haven't been really present on el face, like how we say it here in this area of the world. And the reason for that, it's because I was really mechanical. And there's a beautiful text from Thomas Troward where that he says, it's called entering into the spirit of it. And I really invite you to read this text. It's so powerful, because a lot of things, and the way that we've been conditioned and programmed, is that we are doing everything mechanically. So we learn, and the way we're learning is mechanical. And when you stay at the mechanical aspect, we losing all this essence. We're losing like truly what we are as a being, meaning being one with everything that we're doing. And when you start entering into the spirit of a thing, and that is truly what he's referring to, is that we enter into a spirit of a game. When you see people which are playing sports, and they are truly in the sports, they're truly becoming one with it. It's fascinating how much more there is in it. Like if you go and see a play, for example, and the actor are truly living it, you don't see the mechanical aspect into it, even though that they practice for years their craft, and they practice for months their part. You don't feel it. And that is truly getting into the spirit of things. And this is why I haven't been present because on Facebook, because everything I was doing was mechanical. Now, don't get me wrong, the mechanical aspect is important as well. It teaches us to become better at what we're doing. So the mechanical is how that you learn. It's the bricks and mortars, like that is your structure. This is how that you create your foundation. But when the foundation is made, what is very important is to truly get into the spirit of it. And I'm gonna give you an example that maybe you can rely to. You can have a house, you can live in an apartment, but there's a huge difference between a house and a home. And a home is when you have spirit, is when that you go there and that is your sanctuary. That when you're there, you're at peace, because there's a feeling, there's a spirit, and that spirit is created by your family, by your sense of family. So that is what I've been working on in the past months. I've been working in truly becoming more in harmony with everything I'm doing, and truly feeling it, and not be so much on the mechanical aspect. And it's pretty phenomenal what's happening, and how much you become calmer, I would say. It's probably a term. You become more calm. And yeah. And one last thing. If you're judging, you will lose your spiritual connection. You will lose that sense of being centered and in connection. So I will invite you to start taking the judgment out of everything that you're doing, especially judging yourself. We are very severe with ourselves. We are our strongest critics. So if you're not taking the time to connect with yourself, and to not judge yourself because you're too big, you're not skinny enough, you're not good enough, you haven't have enough followers, all these things, it's gonna come when you're true to yourself, and when you stop criticizing and you embrace the process, and you're truly into the spirit of it. So that's what I have for you today. I wish you a fantastic weekend. Make sure that you are going with your family, you're doing something special, you're doing something fun that's gonna help you to connect and to be into the spirit of everything you're doing. Ciao.